Thanks for joining us at The Signal, Arkansas's oldest college newspaper located right here on OBU's campus. I'm Stephanie Bell, and today I'm talking with a student who is gearing up for Arkansas's most exciting college weekend. Mary, thanks for sitting down with us today.
Hey, it's great to be here, Stephanie.
Mary is a junior and the incoming president of the Ouachita Student Foundation. One of the main events that OSF does is called Tiger Tracks, which will be coming up later this month. Mary has held several leadership roles here on campus in her 3 years at Ouachita. Mary, for those who don't know, tell us a little bit about what the Ouachita Student Foundation is.
Well, the Ouachita Student Foundation is an organization here on campus, and our motto is students helping students. And so realistically, all we do is try to raise money for student scholarships, and we do Tiger Tunes in the fall and Tiger Tracks in the spring. And we have 4 committees, and those committees work together to really join in and raise all that money that we have for student scholarships.
So how did you get involved in OSF and ultimately decide that you wanted to be the president?
I think my freshman year, I just really kind of got involved in everything that I could get involved in to see where I would fit the best. And I've had some leadership positions in other places and other clubs, but once I started talking to Nick Archer, who is the current president, I realized that probably vice president is something that I would really be interested in doing. And so the more I talked to him and Gracie Lundstrom, who was the head president at that time, I just realized that I think that's where my fit was, and I think that that is where I could just serve best with my whole heart.
Okay, you said earlier about one of the main things that OSF does is give scholarships to students. So how much money do y'all usually give out in scholarships every year?
That's a great question. Usually we give out around $100,000 in student scholarships. And so last year we ended up giving about $110,000 in student scholarships. And that covered about 73 scholarships. And this year we gave out about 100,000 student scholarships, and we gave out 83 student scholarships, I think. And the great thing about that is that, I mean, we go through this whole thing about like their financial status without knowing who they are. Like, we grade them on leadership as well as financial need, and we really like go into that a lot. That way we know like if they really need financial help or not. And so we gave out some pretty big scholarships this year, and the main focus is to really give those scholarships to people who otherwise would not be able to stay at Ouachita without a little bit of extra money.
Right, that's a really great thing that OSF does. You also mentioned that 2 of the main events are Tiger Tunes and Tiger Tracks. But Tiger Tracks is coming up pretty soon, so what is Tiger Tracks?
Oh, well, Tiger Tracks is Arkansas's most exciting college weekend. So you seem pretty excited about it too.
I am. I actually did it last year.
Oh, awesome, yeah. So it's on a Friday and Saturday, and it's just all these games. There's teams of 8 people, and it's $20 per person. And sometimes people think that's a lot of money, but what they don't understand is that money is going straight to student scholarships. And so it's students helping students. So these students are paying $20, and all that money goes directly to student scholarships. But so on Friday night, there will be like relay games and games like in the basketball court and that kind of stuff. And then on Saturday, there will be like mud games and some more relay games, like a mega relay and stuff like that.
It sounds really fun.
Yeah.
So out of all the leadership roles that you've held on campus, could you actually tell us a little bit about some of those other leadership roles you've held?
Yeah, absolutely. So I'm currently philanthropy chair. I'm in the Women of Tri-Chi, and we just raised $1,400 to split between an orphanage in Haiti as well as the Pregnancy Resource Center here in Arkadelphia. I've also held the positions, a couple more positions in Tri-Chi, but also I am very involved in Student Senate. And I've been vice president of my class, as well as I hold a position on the executive committee right now.
So out of those positions that you just mentioned, what makes OSF stand out to you?
OSF is just a place where I really felt like God has been calling me because it's realistically students helping students. And it's a huge servant ability, and God has instilled in me a heart of service. And I'm very honored to be able to work alongside students and really help them with what they need, their financial needs, just helping them stay at school. God has blessed me with the ability to have money to be here at this school, but therefore I want to be able to relay that to others, and I'm just really help them stay at school.
Right. And so you seem to be pretty involved on campus. So why do you think it isn't so important to get involved on campus?
I think that in order to get involved at Ouachita, all you have to do is find your perfect fit. But in order to find your perfect fit, you really have to search for that. So such as if you're a science major, you might not have much time, but if you look around at like Student Senate, there's like a philosophy club, like all these types of things that you can get involved in. And involvement around campus, I think, teaches you how to relate to the real world because you sit around and you look at main problems and you learn how to work through those problems instead of just like yelling about things like that.
Okay, what can you say is one thing that you've learned through being in OSF?
I think that being in OSF, you learn to work with people. It's not always easy to work with adults, especially whenever you have to, like I'm in school, of course, junior year is really difficult, but also I have a job at a church and working with these adults and having so much to do with that. But getting to work with adults is one of my favorite things, but also one of the most challenging things because you really have to grow up and act like an adult because they don't understand the college level anymore because they're adults. And so whenever you're working with these people, you just have to realize that you're doing a good thing and it's really teaching you those leadership skills that you're going to need whenever you get out of school.
Right. Well, briefly, is there anything else that you would like to add?
You know, I think that OSF works a lot with the president. Actually, I know they do. And Ouachita gets a new president today, and I get to give him a tour
really
at 5
exciting.
o'clock.
That's so exciting.
That's pretty exciting.
Well, I've been talking with Mary Bednar, the incoming president for the Ouachita Student Foundation. Mary, thanks for talking with me today.
Hey.
You had a lot of good information to share.
Thanks so much.
I'm Stephanie Bell with The Signal at Ouachita Baptist University. You can watch this video and view other great content at obusignal.com.